Hello everyone, I am Dr. Serajul Faizi. I welcome you in my YouTube channel. Today in this video, I am going to talk about environmental chemistry and I will focus on some most important point related to environmental chemistry. So let us start this quotation. The world has achieved brilliance without wisdom, power without conscience. Ours is a world of nuclear giants and ethical infants. What does it mean? You will learn. You have to understand these chapters. So let us start from environmental pollutions. You know, the environment, an unwanted activity create pollutions. You know, environmental pollution is the effect of undesirable change in our surroundings that have harmful effect on plants, animals and human beings. A substance which causes pollution is known as pollutant, very important. And pollutants can be solid, liquid or gaseous substance present in greater concentration than in natural and are produced due to human activities or due to natural happening. So my friends, you know, average human beings require nearly 12 to 15 times more air than the food. So even a small amount of pollutants in the air become insignificant. No, significance. You have to care about this. Compared to similar level present in the food, you know, pollutants can be degradable like discarded vegetables which rapidly break down by natural process. You know, for example, substances such as dichloro-diphenyl trichloroethane (DDT), plastic materials, heavy metals, many chemicals, nuclear waste, once released into the environment are difficult to remove. We are aware of this. And these pollutants cannot be degraded by natural process and are harmful to living organisms. So, what is atmospheric pollutions? You know, the atmosphere that surrounds the earth is not of the same thickness at all heights. There are concentric layers of air or regions and each layer has different density. The lowest region of atmosphere in which the human beings along with other organisms live is called troposphere. Troposphere. You know, it extends up to height of 10 kilometer. Troposphere 10 kilometer from the sea level. And above troposphere between 10 to 50 kilometer above sea level lies stratosphere. So this two sphere is important for us and we should know about troposphere and stratosphere. So troposphere is a turbulent, dusty zone containing air, much water vapor and clouds. This is the reason of a strong air movement and clouding formations. And the stratosphere on the other hand contains dinitrogen, dioxygen, ozone and little water vapor. So my friends, atmospheric pollutions is generally studied as tropospheric, means 10 kilometer, and stratospheric pollutions. The presence of ozone in the stratosphere prevent about 99.5% of sun harmful ultraviolet radiation. Very important point. Ozone doing good thing in a stratosphere from reaching the earth's surface and thereby protecting human and other animals. So we should know the both sphere. So tropophosphoric pollutions occurs due to the presence of undesirable solid or gaseous particles in the air. Look at here point. Gaseous air pollutants, these are oxides of sulfur, nitrogens and carbon, hydrogen sulfide, hydrocarbons, ozone and other oxidants. Particulate pollutants, these are dust, mist, fumes, smoke. So you know the gaseous air pollutants, oxide of sulfur. You know the sulfur. So you should know the chemistry of sulfur. You know, sulfur dioxide react with oxygen. It gives sulfur trioxide. And sulfur trioxide also form when SO2 react with ozone and forming sulfur trioxide. And this is very important point. The reactions of sulfur dioxide with oxygens, ozones and hydrogen peroxide, it gives sulfuric acid. And you know the sulfuric acid, it is an acid. Now oxide of nitrogens. Look at here. The reactions of nitrogen with oxygen, it gives nitrogen monoxide, which on reaction with O2 it gives nitrogen dioxide. And you also know the ozones also play important role to converting NO to NO2. So hydrocarbons, you know carbon and hydrogen compound is known as hydrocarbons. So hydrocarbons are composed of hydrogen and carbon only and are formed by incomplete combustion of fuel used in automobiles. Hydrocarbons are carcinogenic. They cause cancer. They harm plant by causing aging, breakdown of tissue, and shedding of leaves, flowers, and twigs. Now, oxide of carbon, you know, carbon monoxide is also play a very important role. You have to study. And carbon dioxide, both oxide of carbon play important role. So, the global warming and greenhouse effect. You know, this is also very hot topic. About 75% of solar energy reaching the earth is absorbed by earth's surface, which increase its temperature, and the rest of it radiate back to the atmosphere. And some of it is trapped by the gases such as carbon dioxide, methane, ozone, chlorofluorocarbons compound, and water vapor in the atmosphere. And thus they add to heating of atmosphere, and this causes global warming. So you understand how global warming, how chlorofluorocarbon is responsible. So my friends, what does mean of acid rain? You have just seen the formation of sulfur dioxide and formation of sulfuric acid. So look at here. Sulfuric acid and nitric acid coming from and where it is going. Aquatic life in dangers, This is the acid rain, acid snow, acid fog, water vapor clouds, sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide emissions. So this picture is showing a lot of things. You just go through it. So, and again, carbon dioxide is still forming carbonic acid. This is also acid. And after dissociation, it gives H plus and HCO3 minus. Now, sulfur dioxide react with O2 gives sulfuric acid. Nitrogen dioxide react with water and O2 give nitric acid. So all these play important role in acid rain. Now particulates, pollutants. You know, particulate pollutants, you should check this 4 point. Smog particulates consist of solid or mixture of solid and liquid particles formed during the combustions of organic matter. Example of cigarette smoke, a smoke from burning of fossil fuel and garbage in dry leaves, oil smoke. In the same way, dust is composed of the solid particles over 1 microM in diameter, produced during crushing, grinding and attribution of solid materials. Sand from sand blasting, saw dust from woodwork, pulverized coal, cement and fly ash from factories. Dust storms are some typical examples of this type of particulate emission. Now, mist are produced by particles of spray liquids and by condensations of vapor in air. Example are sulfuric acid mist, and you can see here herbicides, insecticide that miss their targets and travel through air and form mist. You know, the fumes is also very dangerous. You know, the smog, formation of photochemical smog. Look at here the reactions. NO2 react with it gives NO. Oxygen react with it forming ozones. NO react with O3, it gives NO2. You know the acrolein, formaldehyde. So photochemical smoke. Photochemical means the reactions occurs in presence of light. So nitrogen oxide and volatile organic compounds. Now, how can photochemical smoke can be controlled? Many techniques are used to reduce the formation of photochemical smoke. Now, stratospheric pollutions and formation and breakdown of ozones. How we will break the ozones? So look at here reactions, formation of chloride radical, this chloride radical forming O2, and these radicals again it gives the O2. So the ozone's hole, it is how ozone's real affected by chlorofluorocarbon. Look at here reactions. Methane react methyl chloride, methyl radicals, and you can see the reactions, formation of nitric acid, formation of nitric acid. So HOCl forming OH radical, Cl radicals, and after termination. So effect of depletion of ozone layer. What will happen if ozone layer will not? So ultraviolet will come, cancerous. Cause of water pollutions like pathogens, organic wastes, microorganism, domestic sewage, organic waste, domestic sewage, plant nutrients, chemical fertilizer, toxic heavy metals, industries and chemical factories, sediments, erosions of soil by agriculture and strip mining, pesticide, chemicals used for killing insects, fungi and weeds. These are the source of pollutants, water pollutants. Now fertilizers, you know the chemical pollutants. So international standard for drinking water. So first of all, think about the fluoride, lead, sulfate, nitrate and other metals. Now you can see the maximum concentration of ppm: Fe 0.2, manganese 0.05, aluminum 0.2, copper 3.0. These all are in ppm. So you also think about soil pollutions, because many fertilizers, the pesticide, the how pesticide, herbicides. So strategies to control environmental pollutions. How you will control? So automatically government also play a very important role. Human activity will play a very important role. Waste management, collection and disposals, and use green chemistry. Every reactions we have to check with the green solvent. Dry cleaning of clothes, we are using different chemicals. Bleaching of papers, we are using chemicals. So how we will reduce the pollution? So this summary is very important. Environmental chemistry plays a major role in environment. Chemical species present in the environment are either naturally occurring or generated by human activities. Environmental pollution is the effect of undesirable change in the surrounding that have harmful effect on plants, animals, and human beings. Pollutants exist in all the three states of matter. We have discussed only those pollutants which are due to human activities and can be controlled. Atmospheric pollution is generally studied as tropospheric and stratospheric pollution. Troposphere is the lowest region of the atmosphere, in which man along with the other organisms including plant exist, whereas the stratosphere extends above the troposphere, above sea level. Ozone layer is one of the important constituents of stratosphere. Troposphere pollution is basically due to various oxide of sulfur, nitrogen, carbon, halogens, and also due to particulates pollutants. The gaseous pollutants come down on the earth in the form of acid rain. 75% of solar energy reaching earth is absorbed by the earth's surface, and rest is radiated back to the atmosphere. And these gases mentioned above trap the heat which results into global warming. It is important to realize that these very gases are also responsible for the life on the earth, and they trap the requisite amount of solar energy for the sustenance of life. The increase in the greenhouse gases is raising the temperature of the earth atmosphere, which, if not checked, may eventually result in melting of polar ice caps and consequently may submerge the coastal land mass. Many human activities are producing chemicals which are responsible for the depletion of ozone layer in the stratosphere, leading to the formation of ozone hole. Through the ozone hole, ultraviolet radiation can penetrate into the Earth's atmosphere, causing mutation of genes. My friend, water is the elixir of life, but same water, if polluted by the pathogens, organic waste, toxic heavy metals, pesticide, will return into poisons. Therefore, one should take care to follow international standards to maintain the purity level of drinking water. Industries' waste and excessive use of pesticide results into pollution of land and mass and water bodies. Judicious use of chemicals required for agriculture practice can lead to the sustainable development. The strategies for controlling the environment pollution can be waste management, reductions of the waste, and proper disposal, also recycling of material and energy. Adopting the method in day-to-day life which results in the reductions of the environmental pollution. The second method is a new branch of chemistry which is in fact known as green chemistry. It utilizes the existing knowledge and practices so as to bring about reduction in the productions of pollutants. So my friends, I hope this video will be helpful to you. If you like this video, then subscribe my channel, and thanks for watching.